Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Bleeding Dr. Love.
Well, hello there.
Is there anything you would like to say before we get started?
Um, yes, I'd actually like to give a shout out to somebody if that would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to all of you that I was just Skyping before this in the ASMR Outlaws, um, thank you for showing me so much kindness and helping me get where I am today.
We actually have two sets of questions for you, but the first set is to you as a narrator.
Alrighty.
How did you come up with your channel name?
Well, to be honest, I don't remember the full story, but I do remember that I was just working with my mother in her office, and I was trying to come up with a name. I didn't want to be another creepy this or creepy that because that's just not the kind of name I wanted. And in high school and back, my nickname was always Dr. Love. But I figured that wouldn't quite fit into the creepy pasta community because, well, that doesn't sound like I'm reading a creepy story. It sounds like I'm reading, some romantic story, and that's not the image I wanted. So I thought, well, maybe add something with blood or something like that. I thought, well, bleeding, that might work. And then the name just kind of stuck.
Do you have any future plans for your channel?
Future plans for my channel. For now, to keep honestly, is just to keep doing what I'm doing. Try my best to incorporate both the narrations and the ASMR in my channel the best I can to try to keep it balanced for both audiences.
How has narrating changed you and your life?
Hmm. I can definitely say that it has given me more confidence in a lot of situations because for a while my confidence was kind of waning, and doing this is really, it's really not giving me a bloated head or anything like that, but it's kind of built me up a little bit. Like I feel more confident in my voice, and I feel more powerful in my voice, if that makes sense without sounding too strange.
Mm-hmm.
And just in general, I feel more confident in myself and more confident around others.
Why did you start narrating?
Um, God, where did I start? Well, I decided to do this originally, I wanted to write creepypastas, but unfortunately, I kept hitting a lot of dead ends, and I kept on like not finishing stories and everything else. And I finally said, "That's it. I'm not. I mean, I might try to write something later down the line, but for now, I'm going to try to, narrate other people's stuff and just see where that goes." And at the time, I started listening to, well, not at the time, but I remembered one of my favorite uh, narrations was "Don't Look Away." And to whoever wrote that, I apologize. I can't remember who that is, who wrote it, or if your name was on there. But I just remember feeling so connected to that one originally, and there was just something about it that I just really wanted to try it. And I did that one, and then people started liking it. And I just kept going from there.
What creepypasta do you want to narrate, but are having trouble doing so?
Um, Laughing Jack, actually. But the problem is, and this is kind of something I did to myself, is I set a lot of restrictions on my channel. I don't want to get too gory. I don't want to have any swearing in the stories, and I don't want anything sexual. And a lot of the stories, the really popular ones, tend to fit in one of those three categories. So it kind of makes it a little more difficult for me, trying to keep it clean because there are a lot of people that I know that would be very disappointed if I went the more gory or disturbing route. And I'm kind of trying to keep it clean on my channel, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Which creepypasta has made an impact on your life?
Um, I let's see. ASMR, ironically, because that one was the first one that I tried to do in the style of ASMR, and that one is actually the one that has gotten the most attention so far. So I think that one would be. And there's one other one too, but it's not a creepy pasta. It's actually Monster by my friend Miriam Neal, and which is a book she wrote. And that one, I felt bad because I kept putting it off, and I'm like, well, there's only one way I'm probably going to read this thing finally because I am such a terrible procrastinator with reading books. Is if I do it for my channel. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for it and do chapter one, and I did that, and I think people have really enjoyed that one, and that one's really made an impact.
Which creepypasta will you not narrate? So I know you touched about this already, but would you like to elaborate or anything else?
Of course, one that I will not narrate. Let's see. Uh, I hate to say this, but Jeff the Killer. Um, for multiple reasons. One being there are a lot of holes in that story, and I just plus well a lot of holes in the story, and it being a bit, I guess, overdone in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And another reason being I wouldn't want to mess with MCP's version of it because even though the story is not written the best,
Mm-hmm.
he still brings that character to life so well. And I feel like if I tried to do that story, I would impede on his version. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That is it for the narrator questions. The next set of questions are involving ASMR. And for
Okay.
those who don't know what it is, would you like to explain what ASMR is?
Alrighty. ASMR, which stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Basically, certain sounds can permit certain reactions from different people. Usually, what you feel is a tingling sensation on your scalp, your back, your head, really anywhere. And some people feel it, some people don't. And my job as an ASM artist is to bring that feeling to uh, any people that can feel it. And basically, the purpose of ASMR is to help people relax or sleep.
When did you first get interested in ASMR?
That was years ago. I want to say like 2, 3 years ago, before I even started this channel. I was going through a tough time, and I had found a channel called Indigo Stars, and I mean it honestly kind of changed my outlook on ASMR because before I was kind of like, oh yeah, this helps me sleep, whatever. But that was really the first time that I really felt like it made a difference because it really took me when I was at a low point and comforted me and made me feel something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that was really, I'd have to, I'd have to thank Indigo Stars, honestly, for being into ASMR, as well as the person who did my intro, Peggy Whispers in Chaos. Because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have finally branched off into it because she kept encouraging me. She kept telling me, you got to try this. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I think, yeah, that's kind of how it all came about for me.
Who are some of your influences for ASMR?
Um, like I mentioned, Indigo. Um, Probably a few others would be Heather Feather, um, Gentle Whispering. I think, well, yeah, those are the only ones that go off the top of my head. If I missed anybody out there who I've mentioned before, please let me know in the comments, or if you talk to me at all, just let me know if I forgot something.
What is your favorite part of ASMR?
My favorite part has got to be connecting with the community. I have met so many beautiful, wonderful people. I mean, I have met people that I never thought I would have met. Like, if I would have told myself a year ago that the people that I met now, it would have blown my, 22-year-old mind. I mean, I've met people from all over the world, Greece, Israel, Ireland, England, everywhere, New Zealand. And it's just amazing to me that I can connect with all these people despite never meeting them in person. And that's really my favorite. And the other favorite part, my other favorite part is knowing that I'm making a difference with people, helping them relax, helping them sleep, kind of using my powers for good, as it were.
What are the difficulties in blending narrating and ASMR?
Stylization. Um, they're both very stylized art forms, and it's sometimes very difficult to not have one outweigh the other, if that makes sense. Because for a while there, I was focusing mainly on ASMR because I have had so many narration videos in the past. So now that I've kind of got it evened out a little bit, I'm going to kind of alternate between the two. I'm actually working on a project now that is a narration project. So,
And we are on the last question for you. What is a fun fact about yourself?
fun fact about me. Okay. For anybody who has seen my channel, you've probably never seen my face if you are exclusively on YouTube. I I was born with only one thumb and one ear. So that's one thing that's kind of interesting that people seem
Mhm.
to find interesting.
I definitely find that very interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. And, well, is there anything you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Um, yes. Um, People out there who do either ASMR or narrations or anything really, don't be afraid to put yourself out there because you don't know what'll happen. I mean, like I said, some amazing things have happened to me recently. And they all happened because I took the chance and did something that I had no idea would go anywhere. And now I'm meeting all these wonderful people. So I want to say to everybody, please, please, please don't give up on yourself and don't hesitate to take a chance on yourself because you you never know where it'll lead.
Well, for anyone who hasn't already, you can check the description for a link to to Leading Dr. Love's channel. So make sure you go and subscribe and show some love and support and comment and like. And thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And I guess that is it for now. So bye, everybody.
See you later, guys.